Kamala Harris says she is going to allow for sex change for prisoners. Go.
Oh,
go.
Who gives a
Okay,
fuck?
so
It's like
here's my
mandatory sex
go.
changes.
Hold on. Marcus, you just said it feels like we're restricting voting access to certain people. Well, I got to count for you, Marcus. It feels like we're allowing prisoners and people who are asking for asylum to come to this country.
Let me respond. When I use the word "it feels like," okay, you can use semantics all you want. When I use the word "it feels like," the feelings come from behaviors and actions. It's like when you say,
and same thing here.
Like
Thank you, brother. We agree. They do come from
not just a feeling. It's not like, oh, I feel like this candidate is just really cool. It's not that. The feeling comes from behaviors and actions.
Marcus, it feels like taxpayers are going to be paying for sex change operations for prisoners.
So
That's what it feels. Oh wait,
okay,
it doesn't feel like that. That's exactly what you said is going to happen.
Let me respond to this. Okay, here's my response. Number one, taxpayers are paying for a lot. They're paying for oil companies. We're giving subsidies to oil companies. They're paying for big farming conglomerates. We're talking about billion-dollar corporations. So taxpayers are paying for a lot of things that they should not be paying. And this is a relatively small drop in the bucket if it does happen. The second thing is that I just don't give a shit about tranny prisoners. Like, it's just so uninteresting to me in terms of they should go. But the third thing is during the 4 years. Wait, let me respond. Here's the final counter. During the 4 years of the Biden administration, there's been absolutely zero legislation of any kind in terms of anything that defends trans rights or trannies being able to remove their penises. That's the first thing. There's been zero legislation, unless you can point something out. But I've looked into, there's been zero legislation. And Kamala, while she may virtue signal about this, she has proposed zero policies as it relates to this. Zero policies. She just virtue signals about it. And this is no different than Trump virtue signaling about the fact that he's going to end the war in Ukraine in day one day. No one actually believes that. So there's a difference between virtue signaling and actually policies that you've either they were in power. Democrats were in power 4 years. They could have proposed policies in any way related to trans rights, but they didn't. So I don't think this is something that Democrats.
I have no problem. I have no problem with trans rights. Cut your dick off if you want to. This is not my feeling. This is actually, she basically took a massive L and stated.
Yeah, but what has she actually? What did the Biden administration actually do?
It's the same, but I can make the same argument about 15 things that Trump said. Of course, they're virtue signaling.
Can I give you my
supposed to support her. I'm supposed to support her.
This is such a irrelevant issue, though.
Her argument is that the issue.
Yeah, so pretty soon. Basically, we're doing the night game version of it.
You're right, Michael, but it's irrelevant. That's what your argument is. Got it.
No, you're not right about this.
I am.
Okay, are you done screaming?
Didn't say that she was going to have the government pay for prisoners and illegal immigrants to get transsexuals.
Yeah,
she didn't say that.
Why is everyone
no? I agree that she said it. I just think there's absolutely no evidence that she's going to do it.
There's no evidence.
Can I ask you a question, Michael? Why do you care about this so much?
Like, again, because what you said. It feels like when I look.
I don't know why you keep going with the feels like. I'm asking why do you care about this so much?
Right? No. I'm making a correlation. You're saying before, it's coming from a place where it feels like they're trying to restrict people's ability to vote. I don't think they are at all. I think actually what's happening is for free and fair elections to take place, you need voter identification.
You think it's
in this case? Hold on, but what you're saying is it's going to chip away at people's ability to be able to vote by making it more difficult. Well, I feel the same way in this way. We start with having government-funded transsexual operations in prison, and then it feels like
we've already done it.
Right, but my point is, because this is where we're starting, then it feels like this is the first step in many. Just like you said before with voting, it's the first step in many.
I gave you the next steps. They already spoke about wanting to restrict voting in other ways. I'm asking you, what are the next steps?
They've already done
the next steps. What are you talking about? Like, we literally have
a bunch of polling places in poor areas and areas that are likely to go Democrat. They already did this.
That has nothing to do with voter ID.
I want to hear from Michael. I want to know what's going to devolve. I'm actually curious.
The next step might be, and it's something we've already seen before, is that in our education system, we might be exposing small children to men dressing in trans outfits and sucking on bananas in elementary schools, which we have video of actually happening. The next step might be we might start having.
What's wrong with that?
We might be having pride parades where men are exposing their genitalia in front of small children. Do you know that if I had a parade before, it was like a sexually explicit parade, like an AVN parade, we can make the parade 18 and up. When there were people in the city of San Francisco who said, we need to make this pride parade 18 and up since we're going to be exposing genitalia. You
guys obsessed with trans stuff way too much. Like,
again, no. My point is, it feels like
Well, listen, your feelings wrong.
Again, but then you should be reassured by the fact that during the Biden presidency, 4 years, there was absolutely no policy related to trans things at all. So you should
feel like the policy was that there are no policy.
I love that. Let's bring it back to game. This is a good example of a shit test. You could say something about gay people, and they're like, "Man, you really think about gay sex a lot."
Yeah, I do think we should bring it back to game.